Hello, my name is Dean Parkin and I'm a poet from Suffolk, and with 5 other artists I was involved in the initial planning stages of the MORAG website, and I've been asked to research the site and submit an activity plan. And the best activity I can think of using the site is creating a new poem. So I sat down one night and recorded the following, adapting MORAG suggestions to the writing process. So here we are at the MORAG site. So let's go for really random. See an example. Go with your hunches. Well, that's always good advice, so I did. And then I came across this video. Wasn't quite what I was looking for, so I kept going. That wasn't quite what I was looking for either. Sing a note loudly. Not going to help me this time. Breathe deeply. I knew if I kept going I'd eventually find something that would start me off. So I kept clicking. What's in your space? Then this said, ride a bicycle through a puddle. And I liked that. So I did a bit of automatic writing using that as the first line. I think those words appealed to me because last year I got a bicycle and it was my first since I was a teenager, so it sparked a whole lot of memories, and I hadn't particularly written about that side of it yet. So after about 5 minutes or so, I had this page of writing. I went back to the MORAG site and found this next bit about adding stuff like clippings. Well, I don't keep clippings, but what I have got on my computer is loads of notes and drafts of poems and broken bits and pieces that never quite made it. So I did a search and find using the word bike to see what files on my computer used that word. And actually I didn't realise I'd written so much about bicycles. Obviously I had a longing to get another bike in the back of my mind. So I got the 4 or 5 little pieces that I particularly liked that I'd written about bikes. I copied and pasted them into one big file and thought I'd print them out, but I still felt I needed more. So I went back to MORAG and came across this video which offered the advice: snap it, scrunch it, twist it, tease it, and unpick it. And with the materials that I now had, this felt like a really good idea. So with my printed out pages, that's what I did. I read it out a few times, found the bits I liked, got out my scissors and cut the pieces of paper up. Of course, you can easily do this on a computer in Word or whatever, and I've got no problem. I enjoyed doing that sort of thing. But every now and again, I like to get away from the screen and cut stuff up in the old way. It's quite nice to get it all out on the carpet and just move it around. So I kept reading the piece through, cutting some of it away, moving bits about, and assembled this piece, which ended up slightly longer than A4. Sellotaped it together, then eventually typed that up, made a few amendments, and eventually had this finished piece, which was created using MORAG, and I certainly did go with my hunches. Three cyclists. Out the back window of my dad's Datsun, my sister and I have found something to look at. An old man on a bike. And she says, let's keep watching him for as long as we can, until he disappears round a corner or over the hill. I can see him still, she insists, even when I'm sure she can't. I saw him, she says. I saw him again. I'm the rusty one now, though my body does know the shape to make. It takes weeks on my new bike to get back my puff, regain balance enough to swan around one-handed, undo a polo unhindered, climbing not exactly hills, zipping between fields. And when the sun throws me my shadow, I recognise an old friend alongside. The boy with wheels I'd not seen for years. He's not as fast as he was, but he can easily equal my pace. Deliberately falls behind, then jumps ahead like he's racing. Shows he can match me, breath for breath, until one of us starts to fade. That's when the car slowly passes. The girl on the back seat beams, watches till we're gone.